So today we're looking at a new model in a line of products, and it's brought to you by Secutor, and it's none other than the new Rapax M6 and M7. So yes, the Rapax M6 and M7s are here. I tried to get a sample from Secutor. They don't really like sending samples out anymore, it seems. It would have been nice to have had this done beforehand, so I could give you guys the information before this thing turns up. That's good because you already know, you're better sort of educated on what decision you're going to make, and then when they turn up, you're ready to buy. Because the main annoying thing about these Rapaxes is keeping them in stock. They're very popular, and by the time you think you want to pick one up, they're all out of stock and you can't get them. So there's two models I'm going to show you today. Oh, the first one is the black model here, and I will just check which model this is. Let's have a look at the box here. I took them out of the box because, so the black one is the M6 and the tan would be the M7. There are slight differences in the models. The first one, of course, is the colour. You've got a SR25 receiver here, which is produced by, the guns are produced by Ares, EFCS system, all that good stuff that's been in there from the previous line of Rapax models. You can see the previous line of Rapax models on this channel. Just go back and have a look at the reviews. So everything here in the receiver should be pretty much the same. The difference is, of course, new magazines, which they've taken from the new Ares 308 models. M-lock front ends. This black model obviously has a big chunky flash hider on there, and of course they've got normal M4 style stocks. I don't know what they've done here. It seems like, you know, the anodizing is intentionally off, but for me, I'd want it the same colour as the receiver, unless they have indeed anodized these components black and for some reason they've come out off coloured. I'm not really sure what they're trying to achieve with that off colour, if it is a design choice, but I would prefer it to have been all black. That being said, nothing that couldn't be sorted out with a bit of Cerakote. You know, if Secutor does want to ping me one over, we'll pimp that one up, but they tend not to respond to my messages anymore. I don't think I've ever said anything bad about Secutor products, but you know, neither here or there. The new magazines are nice and chunky. It looks a lot like a PMag, which is very cool. These are obviously derived from the new Ares 308 platforms. I'm interested to see that 308 platform. Technically, it's the same gun. Sometimes I think I am sort of liking the 308 design aspect compared to the Rapaxes. It's a bit more real manufacturer sort of derived. You know, I imagine Ares probably looks at what's going on in the US and sort of does it that way. Much like the X-Class they just did. Very much look like a Radiant Arms, which is why I picked one of those up, because it looked very cool. But we'll see how this thing does. Now, before we get to the Chrono and the action test, this is the one I'm going to be using in the test today. So I'm going to be chronoing and shooting this at distance with the black model. The tan one is just slightly different here. And again, because I pulled this one first out of the box, I thought this was intentional, because I thought, oh, they've done like a slightly browny bronze colour because it's the tan model. Picking up the black model out of the box, the black model just looks a little bit off with the colour match. So very much the same model here, full metal gun, you know, SR25 receiver, much like the other Rapax models, a nice M-lock handguard, and with the tan model, even though the barrel comes very much to the end, you've got this little chunky suppressor on here with a suppressor cover. The thread is clockwise, not counterclockwise. Which is one of the things that annoyed me about my X-Class. Finding accessories is just a bit more difficult. That's why I think the accessories, I want to put a nice suppressor on my X-Class M4, and now I'm having to think, right, I'm just going to have to get something and modify it to the same thread, because trying to get a nice suppressor in the airsoft mark it, shall we say, in clockwise is very difficult. That being said, they're very cool. Same magazine, but in tan. Very good, chunky magazine. Much prefer this to the shorter ones, but they are reverse compatible. So Ares SR25 mags, all the Rapax style mags are going to go in this. It all uses the Ares SR25 infrastructure. Let's get this thing with some BBs in. I'm going to chrono this on 0.2 gram BBs and 0.4 gram BBs, just so you can see the FPS difference in the heavier weights. Then we're going to take it outside. I will do 30 and 40 meters with this. I won't do 15 because it's absolutely pointless. So we'll do 30 meters 0.4s, 40 meters 0.4s, and then we'll be back on camera to show you how I've got on. Got 0.2 gram BBs loaded. I haven't touched the hop up from it being out of the box. So let's see how it does. 455, 453, 456, 456, 456, 456, 459, 457, 454, 456, 456, 458, 455, 457, 458, 456, 460. So within 5 FPS, really consistent. It is so snappy. I'm just going to dump a load of rounds into the Chrono now to show you how snappy this thing is. Just trying to see how consistent it is at quick shots. Just as consistent when you're rapid firing it. Again, this is a DMR, so you're probably not going to want to whack rounds out like that, but you can if you want to. Let's try some 0.4s, see where it's at. Again, this is hop. It looks like the hop's completely off. Using a DMR, you're going to apply hop. You're going to have to. So you will get some power drop once that's done. Put some Ares 0.4 gram BBs into this thing. Let's see how it does. 308, 310. It's funny that the first shot's 308, that's cool. 312, 311, 310, 312, 311, 312, 311. I'm just going to keep going now. Even more consistent than heavy BBs. You'd have to do a dual calculation on that to what it is, but of course with the quick spring change there you could change it if you wanted to. Nice and snappy, love it. Nice and clear. I don't know if I'll leave that I took out that silicone spray bottle in the outtakes, you know, we'll see. Okay, we have now the Rapax M6 0.4 gram BBs. I'm probably going to have to adjust the hop as soon as I fire it, so just bear with me while I get that dialed in as good as I can. Don't see the point doing 15 or 30 meters because it's a DMR, so let's do it straight to 40. And let's take the initial shot and see where it lands. So yeah, we're going to need some hop. Let's put some hop on. See how that does. More. Try again. A bit more. I'm only doing minute adjustments. There we go, it's getting better. Tiny bit more. Almost perfect. There we go, nice and straight. So, 40 meters. This is going to be easy. 0.4 gram BBs, 11.1 LiPo battery. eyeball this and see how we do. So I'll go for the body first, then I'll go for the head. It's just sniping made easy. You've got that semi-auto there. Just going to top off this mag. Great performance out the box, which would get better with better parts. Let's let this plane fly over. Standing position, unsupported. 0.4 gram BBs. It's just out the box performance. Body, let's go for the nuts. Easy peasy, let's go for the head. I'm not even using a scope. I'm not even using the irons, look. I don't know if you'll see this, but the irons aren't even up. So I'm just eyeballing it and, you know, just eyeballing it, and the accuracy out of this thing is very good using standard parts. So just center this camera and we'll keep going. We'll just empty the mag now. I'm just going to dump a load of rounds into the body. Oh, it's just so accurate. Yeah, if you'd have said to me 0.3 gram BBs, I'd have said all day, every day, but 0.4 straight out the box. Absolutely phenomenal. See there, as always, the Rapax performs very well indeed. There is no better off-the-shelf DMR platform if you're going to go for like an SR25, in my opinion, than the Ares Infrastructure, whether you go for the Ares SR25s, the new 308 models, or you go for a Rapax. It's just one of them guns you just pick up out the box. Everything's done for you, the power's there, it's locked to semi-auto, you've got the MOSFET system in there, so if you did want to change it to full auto and drop the power, you can do, but it's got all that MOSFET goodness in there, so you don't have to do anything. The only thing you might do is, if you want a bit more better performance out of it, is you could change the inner barrel and the hot rubber, but you do that on most guns anyway, so there's no, you know, DMR platform that's more ready to go out the box, in my opinion, than the Ares SR25 Infrastructure. You'll see it shot really well, really impressed with it. I was kind of knowing how it was going to shoot anyway, because we've looked at the Rapax systems before. They've never really let us down. They tend to be very popular. At the point of filming this review, they're in stock on the website. So if you're thinking of getting one, head over to the website right now, pick one up, because as soon as they go out of stock, Secutor will take a while to get some more ready for us. So yeah, I think this is a cool new release. They're updating the models, which is nice. It seems with the Secutor Rapax is that instead of just continuing with the older models, so they're always on the shelf, they just release a new model and then a new model and then a new model, and the older models never really seem to come back into stock, which is a shame, because some of them, especially ones with the full stocks, are very nice. It would have been nice, especially for a premium gun, for them to fit the Ares slimline pistol grip motors, much like what's on the Ares M4 X class, which is why I picked it up. It was very nice and comfortable. And I presume the new Ares 308s, which we haven't added yet, will have the same thing. It's just that little bit of finesse. Me personally, I think this is going to be absolutely superb for anyone to do a DMR package out there. The Ares 308s, I imagine, are going to come in a little bit more expensive, but I just think, again, that's a self-opinion. You're going to look at the Rapax or you're going to look at the 308s, and you're going to decide which one you prefer. Very well performing. DMR ready straight out the box. You don't have to do anything. You could put a barrel hopper in there if you want even better performance out of it. I think it would be a no-brainer if you want a DMR that's powered with a LiPo battery. You pick an Ares SR25 or a Rapax or an Ares 308, and I think that's the best way to go. Thank you very much for tuning into this review. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you like this cool new Rapax model. We've got the M6 and the M7. They're in stock at the point of filming. That could change. They're not yet, in fact, at the point of filming, they're not yet uploaded to the website, but they will be very soon, which is next week. So I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned. The next video we're going to take a look at the Canic pistols. We've got 3 pistols. We've got tan, black and dual tone, and then we've also got a collector's edition which you're going to look at, which is very cool as well. So stay tuned on the channel for that one. Loads of cool new stuff coming up. MWS content. We're going to be doing I'm going to be doing a video where we try to build a training weapon for as cheap as possible. That's quite interesting. Update video on the PP19 coming up. We've got laser videos, we've got machining videos, we've got Cerakote stuff coming. There's so much content there, guys. I'm going to try and get it out as quick as possible. So stay tuned to the channel. If you haven't already hit subscribe, we're very close to 40,000 subscribers. I know it's one of those things where most people that watch our videos aren't subscribers, and I hate to keep going on about it, guys, but it's nice to know that you're watching. If you feel like you want to support the channel and sort of put a bit of money to one side to help us to use newer cameras, new equipment, audio equipment, anything like that, I never ask for it, guys, and I don't expect it in any way. But a few people have said, how can we support the channel? You can hit that super thanks thing below the video, and we'd really appreciate it. Stay tuned for more content, much more coming up. Thank you for watching, and have a great day on the field.